Hello everyone and a warm welcome to Renfrewshire in the heart of Scotland. This is Paisley with its impressive 19th century town hall in the town square. It also boasts a 12th century abbey, both coming very much to life in the evening with the festive Christmas lights. Lots and lots of life and action to be found at the Braehead Arena just along the road. It's the venue for the 2016 Gruyère European Curling Championships. We've had a fantastic week. It's all been building up to the medal stage. It's the men's bronze medal game that we're featuring, Switzerland against Russia. Live commentary on the whole game coming up from me, Alison Walker, and alongside me, Logan Gray. So lots and lots to look forward to. Other games going on in the arena. This team, Scotland and Czech Republic, being introduced to the crowd here. We'll give you updates from this bronze medal game as well. Plenty of support for all the teams inside the arena. But here are two teams, and let's get the lineups from them.
And for the men's bronze match for Switzerland, Valentin Tanner. Skip and playing second, Peter de Cruz. Claudio Pitts. And Benoit Sports. And their opponents, Russia, Artur Rasipov, Timur Katsikhanov, Alexei Stukalski, and skip Alexei Timofeev.
So there we go, there are the lineups for this bronze medal game. I'm looking forward to it. That's how they finished. Sweden and Norway will go for the gold tomorrow. Impressive display from Sweden this week. Switzerland and Russia for the bronze medal game. Scotland just missing out. Italy on 3 and 6, 4 and 6 for Austria. Finland 3 and 7, Denmark 2 and 7, propping up the standings. And that's how we got to this stage, as you can see. Sweden and Norway going for the gold medal. Sweden seeing off Russia and Norway seeing off Switzerland to make it to the final. Switzerland and Russia in that bronze medal game that we are featuring this evening. You can hear the characteristic cowbells from the Swiss supporters. And there's a reminder of the other games. Scotland against the Czech Republic for the bronze medal. And our game, Switzerland against Russia. 6 and 4 records for both of them, so we're expecting this one to be close. Switzerland won the round-robin game. But quick word from you, Logan. In terms of experience, there's a bit of a gulf here, isn't there, between these two teams at this level?
Well, absolutely. We have players in the Swiss team who have won the European Championship before, so that kind of speaks for itself. Claudio Pitts, of course, in 2013 in Stavanger. Let's not forget, this team also made to the final last year and got the silver medal. Whereas we compare that to the Russian side, and 3 of the players there have never played in the Europeans before this week, and there's no question they've acquitted themselves brilliantly and probably even exceeded their own expectations in making it here to the final stages of the week.
I know they hope to make the playoff. That was their initial goal. Well, here they are playing for a bronze medal.
But you know, Russia have played some great curling. They've got some great direction as well under coach Soren Gran. And I wouldn't write them off here in this game at all. But there's no doubt that Switzerland will be the favourites. Switzerland have been I would say a little bit out of sorts. They're usually so consistent, but we've seen a few misses along the way. They've not quite looked as good as they did last year. Claudio Pazzi in particular has missed quite a few key shots. So it could be that Claudio kind of holds the key to this bronze medal match this evening.
We'll keep a close eye on him then. This is Arta Razabov, 27-year-old lead for Russia. He's a full-time athlete. Been on this team for a couple of years. And lives in St. Petersburg. Played in the team last year, the Europeans in Esbjerg in Denmark, and they finished 7th. Valentin Tanner for Switzerland. From Geneva and lives in Geneva and plays out of Geneva Curling Club. Left-hander. And when he gets time, he's a bartender back home. All about mixing work and your curling and trying to make it work for you.
Absolutely, and every country has different approaches as well.
Tim Gajihanov, new face to the European scene. He's played some really nice stuff this week for Team Russia. He was playing in the juniors earlier this year, the World Junior Championship. His team finished 7th. So a bit of a step up for him. And this was skip Peter de Cruz, familiar to many of us watching curling over the last few years. Originally born in London. Bronze medalist at the Worlds in Beijing in 2014. So certainly has the big game, big finals experience. So there we go, rules of play for you. Right now it used to be 6, but now it's 8 ends minimum. The time out and the thinking time as well.
Yeah, the amount of ends required is the only change between the round robin and the playoffs, needing 8 instead of 6. Well, this end could go either way at the moment.
He's asking them to hold off there.
Not too many stones in play here in the first end, but a couple of guards in useful spots for both teams, so it could really go either way. Oh, a good look at the delivery of Alexei Stukalski. The supers move in when the stone's released. That's a nice shot out wide by Alexei Stukalski. The only problem they were going to have here is that Switzerland were always going to play this draw around the corner guard, so that yellow Russian stone could be a bit of a nuisance to themselves.
Claudio Pazzi, 29 years old. curling for more than 20 years.
Oh, this looks absolutely ideal. Great shot there by Claudio Pats.
Part of that silver medal winning team last year, Claudio.
Well, this is what I was talking about before, was that by hitting and sticking on the wing, Russia have now got a big problem in getting this red stone out. If they are to hit any of it coming around the corner guard, then you would think it will be jamming on the back yellow. So it's really difficult to get it out of the house now.
Second stone for Kalski, longest member of the team, 8 years. Big boxing fan.
Oh, he's done well to get that across the top there. Doesn't manage to keep the shooter, however, so Switzerland will just try and replace that previous stone.
Ça a l'air plus vite de là. Ah, je pense que c'est plus, c'est plus. C'est plus. 5. Attention. Oui. 5. 6. 6. Attention. Balle. C'est là. C'est là. Balle, Billy, oui. Oui, oui.
So looks good again.
Fort, fort, fort. Super, c'est bien.
It's not going to be easy to get that one out at all.
So 2 good stones from Claudio Pats.
No wonder if Soren might use this first end as a teaching point for his Russian team. The coach, just to indicate this exact situation and the dangers of hitting a stone outside a corner guard behind the tee line and the problems that it can cause you when you don't have the last stone.
So Russia relying on their skip to bail him out here a little bit. Alexei Timofeyev played some really nice stuff this week, the Russian skip. From St. Petersburg in Russia. First year as skip. And what a week they're having. Well, plan B.
Yeah, just manages to wriggle another one in there, but Switzerland still lying in shot position.
J'ai l'impression que c'est trop facile pour lui, mais... On peut venir là. Si on est à moitié caché, là. Le problème, c'est qu'on doit être chouette. Ici, à moitié caché. Je crois qu'on doit venir derrière. Là, c'est difficile pour lui. Si on est là, c'est dur. Faut pas être plus long, sinon il fait le 2. Exact. Il n'y a pas de 2. Voilà la vitesse. Ok, on fait ça. On n'a pas le choix, je pense. Oui, comme ça. Ah, c'est curl, là. Faut curler un maximum derrière celle-là. Ok. Pas plus que 6.
Oh, Peter de Cruz just indicating there that they want to draw one around the right-hand side of all of the stones there. They want to cover the inside edge and leave it kind of level with the shot on the other side of the house.
Nora Schwartz, the youngster in the team. He plays the 4th stones. Peter de Cruz is the skip.
Vitesse. Juste vitesse. Faut l'amener, les gars. Minimum 5. Wow. Balle. Lève la tête. C'est un peu large. Pas plus que 6. Balle maintenant. Ouais, go. Wow. Yep. Pas les deux. Wow.
Perfect spot. Well, it's decision time here for Alexei Timofev. Do you hit the open stone on the wing there and really just give up a score or two? Or do you come around and try and follow that stone by Benoit Schwartz and freeze on it to maybe make it a little bit less likely that there's going to be a score of 2? I think he's making the right call personally.
Going for safety more than anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, even if he makes the freeze, it's still going to be a long way from the button and still an easy draw for 2. So, and you definitely don't want to bring 3 into the equation.
Not in the first end. It can set you right back.
Well, he flirted with the wide one there, but gets it away.
Right, so we've already had a quick look at the other bronze medal game. Let's see how they're faring. They're in the first end there. Eve Muirhead, and get over that disappointment of missing out on the final.
Yeah, not too much turnaround time at all for the Scottish women's team. Now that was a miss there by Eve Muirhead. And after one end, it's Scotland 1, Czech Republic 0. So Scotland just need to refocus after this morning's or this afternoon's disappointment.
The week the Czech Republic are having, going for a medal. We will keep you updated on that game, so don't worry. But we will be concentrating on this one.
So a lovely draw there, and a score of 2 for Switzerland.
Good start for them after one. Switzerland 2, Russia 0.
Ok, 5. 5. Regarde. Jusqu'à 5. Juste 5. Regarde, okay. Regarde. Easy. 6. Oh. On est dans le 4 pieds. Clean, c'est parfait. On est dans le 4 pieds. Ok, oh. Allez, un peu moins. J'aimerais être dans le 8 pieds. Wow, voilà. Wow. Tout seul. Vraiment tout seul. Oh. Non. Sit. Bien. J'ai 14 et demi.
So second end of an intriguing contest between these two, vying for the bronze medal at the 2016 the Gruyère European Championships.
Yeah, it was a good score of 2 in the first end by Switzerland, really well worked. And it was 2 terrific draws around the corner guard by Claudio Patz that really set it up, showing that form is temporary and class is permanent.
Now you know all about that, Logan.
No, I've not been in form for about 10 years, so.
You know, you folks that are not used to watching curling, this is why the set-up play, the initial stones are so important. They have a huge impact on what happens later on in the end.
Well, absolutely, especially when you bring the free guard zone rule into play. So that stone is in the free guard zone, it's out front of the house. Anything in the paint isn't in the free guard zone. And the key to that rule is that basically it gives the team chasing the game the chance to get some stones in play without them being immediately removed. So they can move them around, but they can't remove them.
From play, which means hitting the sides.
Свип! Свип! Только линия! Свип! Свип линия! Нет, ближе головки, Лёх! Свип линия! Держать, Тимай! О, в лоб будем играть! О, поднять!
Squeezes past the guard. Even nudges it.
Аккуратнее, заход потом такой. А? Заход очень большой, аккуратнее.
So that's almost a similar position to what Russia faced in the first end, just with having to be wary of the stones at the back of the house and navigating any stones they're trying to remove by it.
No, 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 no. C'est plus là. C'est là. Non. Oh. Non. Non, 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 non. Balle, ouais. Fort.
Well, a good shot there by Peter de Cruz.
Yep, and they have different formats, different teams, and normally see the skip slogan throwing the final stone, don't you? It's still more usual to have it that way, but it works for Switzerland this way, doesn't it?
Yeah, the skip's normally the boss and also the guy who takes most of the glory, but Peter de Cruz, he throws the second stones for this Swiss team, and ultimately it's about, you've got 4 guys out there, they all need to throw 2 stones each every end and putting it in the order that's going to give you the best results, and they feel that Peter de Cruz is the best tactician and that his calling is that second. So we actually saw him move up to 3rd position for a game earlier in the week, and Reto Gribi came into play second. He didn't have a particularly good that game, so they restored the original lineup.
You used to say that you become a skip because you don't like to sweep, but that would not be Peter's case.
Yep.
And there's some teams out there that have had a huge amount of success by taking a format like this. The likes of Ross Howard of Canada. He skipped and threw second stones when he won the Olympic Games in 2006. And one of the most famous and successful teams of all time, the Ferby 4 from Canada as well. The skip Randy Ferby threw 3rd stones, so it does work. It's just almost tradition that the skip throws the last stones.
There's no rule against it at all. If it works for you, works for your team, then you keep doing it. And it perhaps gives an appreciation of other positions in curling.
Non, fais-le. Oh, direct. On va rouler au centre.
OK. Que la garde, ça va.
Well, this yellow stone behind the guard is in shot position. Switzerland are choosing to make a peel on the guard so they can get at it with a future stone. Well, they may have actually been going for the run back. So they roll over and put another guard on the centre line.
Yeah, I don't think they were too unhappy with that outcome. C'est bien.
And now we have quite a similar situation to what we had in the first end, in that the team with the last stone have a shot on the wing, and they're coming around the centre guards now to lie to.
Начало! Линия супер! Делаем вес! Начало! Линия супер! Линия супер! Нет, линия надо! Шестой! Нет, надо очень! Давай, супер!
We've seen a lot of curl off this barrier throughout the week. We're on the end sheet here, right next to the crowd.
They tried hard there, but catches that guard.
Yeah, Alexius Tukalski not the first person this week to fall foul of that big curl off the barrier.
Okay.
Раскроем центр, может пробьем дабл, и что на тот центр главное оставить? Надо центр открывать. Хорошо, Лех. 0.
So now Switzerland lying 3 here. And Alexei Timofeyev deciding it's time to start blasting away in here.
Свип. Вес есть. Свип. Свип. Держать. Давай, 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 давай. Свип. Давай, 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 давай.
Well, makes the double onto the wing.
So we move to reds.
Я думал, там, дай бог, на этот ролл идет небольшой.
Which one is counting there? Benoit Schwartz having a good look. I'm not sure myself.
Hein?
On est shot.
On est shot, ouais.
I think we can deduct here that by the fact that they're going for a draw that Switzerland are lying in shot position.
There's the Swiss coach, Claudio Pescia. Actually coached Italy for a while as well.
Yeah, he's worked with this Swiss team for quite a few years now. They've nurtured them from the end of their junior career through to here.
Okay, y a la place. Rien maintenant. Wow. Y a la place. Attention. Ouais.
Benoit Schwartz, very much the jewel in the crown of this team. He's on form. Very impressive player.
Oh, I don't think this is past the guard, is it? No, that is not.
He won't look back on that one with much joy and happiness. Alexander Kozyrev of Russia, alongside Soren Gran, coaching team for Team Russia. And they must be delighted with the way the team has performed thus far. Furthest that Russia have ever reached in terms of the men, the Europeans. The Russian women's team have performed really well here this week too, getting to the final. So while having a wee chat there, let's just check on the women's bronze medal game between Scotland and Czech Republic. The Scots with that one in the first end. Disappointing from their point of view. What can the Czech Republic do here? Anna Gubiskova with the last stone of this second end.
Yeah, and she's going to require a very precise draw. Needs to be touching the 1 foot to not lose a steal.
Might need a little more help. Is it going to get there? No, it's not. Just a bit too cautious there. I wonder if there's a bit of nerves there from the Czech Republic's point of view.
Well, back in our featured game, there's a terrific little angled tap to the top of the 8 foot, opens up the backstone as well. So Switzerland in a little bit of danger here in this second end.
Let's just see that one again.
It's a very astute call, that one. Not choosing to just peel it. Trying to angle tap it to open up the back guard and also give them the upper hand in the end. Super shot there by Alexei Timofev.
Yep, nice delicate play. Open Schwartz second stone.
Needs to make the roll. Oh, and they've overswept that.
Yep.
So they don't manage to even get into shot position. And Russia will just have a straightforward draw through that port on the left-hand side of your screen between the yellow stone furthest left and the two reds in the centre line.
I mean, they might have ended up with two anyway, but Switzerland at least wanted to make it a bit more difficult for them. There's a line, as you can see, on your right.
Пока сам. Сам пока. Легко. Больше веса пока. Легко. Лег, больше пока сам нельзя. Вес нельзя, Лег. Вес нельзя пока. Не, хороший будет, наедай. Можно поднять. Хорошо будет.
There we go. Nicely played end from a Russian point of view. All to play for after the first couple of ends in this bronze medal game. There we go, after two, Switzerland 2, Russia 2.
Just a few short years ago, Las Vegas first emerged on the world's curling radar. Today, it's the world's curling hotbed, with 2 Continental Cups already in the attendance record books, a third one ready to rock this coming January, and the biggest one of all, the World Men's Championship, coming in 2018. For complete details, visit LasVegasCurling.rocks.
You gotta be there. Las Vegas rocks.
Вообще нельзя. Вообще нельзя. Пока дом. Слушай, наедается, но мне кажется, заедет.
So you're watching live coverage from the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2016. We're at the Braehead Arena in Renfrewshire in Scotland, just south of Glasgow. If you're wanting to have a look at your map of Scotland. And this is the bronze medal game between Switzerland and Russia. Alison Walker and Logan Gray guiding you through this one. Third end now. And it's 2 apiece.
Well, we've got a bit of a mistake here to start the third end. Rajabov throwing his first stone into the rings, and they're not able to use the free guard zone. So Switzerland remove it from play, and now they've rolled into a spot that they can't quite agree whether it's in or it's out.
So they've asked for a measure, as you can see. Well, from that angle, it looks out.
Yeah, so this is the kind of only circumstances in which you can have a measure during play in the end. Otherwise, you have to wait until the very end of the end to work out if something's in the house or who's closest to the middle. This is important because obviously it affects the shot that's thrown. So the Umpire brings out the biter. Looks like Albert Midler.
And there you can see the two types of granite on the stone that come from the island of Ailsa Craig off the west coast of Scotland. It does look more in from that angle for sure.
Just heard Peter de Cruz saying that the houses obviously aren't right. We've actually seen a few 6-foot measures and ones that we thought were out of the house, and the 6-foot measures has proven that they were in. So Rajabov, I think, a bit wide here. Everybody seemed to just stand back and watch it.
I do wonder if you, sometimes during the game you ask for the measure, it just interrupts the flow a bit, and any momentum. And the next player has to wait a long time to, or longer time to throw their stone.
Ça fait blanc, c'est pas trop grave.
Нет, поднять, поднять!
Oh my goodness.
Well, Tim Gaggiano completely missing on the peel attempt there. Here's another look. Missed by a good inch as well.
And you really do not see that very often at this level.
No, absolutely. A peel should be one of the most straightforward shots.
A couple of Russian mistakes here in this end. I'll give you a timer there. That's the time it takes for that stone to get from hog line to hog line. It gives you an idea about where it is going to finish.
Yeah, we saw the ice conditions were quite a bit faster earlier on as well. We were looking at about 15 seconds to get to the tee line. It's just 14 and a half, so that's kind of in line with what we've been seeing throughout the week.
Есть как! Как плюс! Как плюс, Лёв! Как плюс! Как плюс! Лёв, не кидайте сразу!
Another miss here, in exactly the same way here.
Я ему говорю.
And Russia just off the boil slightly in this end. Can Switzerland take advantage?
Well, Switzerland are electing to go around the corner guard here. Going around the same side as the stone that they already have in the house. Don't want to go around the yellow guard here because of the run back option. And I think that one just glanced off the guard, didn't it, Alison?
Let's just have a... Oh, foot was just in the wrong place at the wrong time there. But yeah, you can see by the reaction of the stone.
Well, it actually rolls into an okay position. Could have been a lot worse.
Bon.
Ok. Ah, il faut plus. C'est pour chacun beaucoup.
Je curle pas beaucoup, hein. Je pense que c'est bien ça.
Juste bord. Ok.
Pas plus que ça. Un bon board même.
Axe.
Oh, 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 allô.
11,5.
So it'll be the same shot again here for Claudio Pats.
Oui. 11,5.
Oui. Oui. Fort. Wow, wow, wow. Venez. Go.
Fort.
Perfect. It's been a great start to this game, Claudio.
Волкамушка, чуть меньше волкамня. Хороший вес, 0.
So now Russia turning their attentions to the second shot out on the wing. Well, they swept it early and swept it wide. Hits and rolls out of the rings.
Si c'est T-line là, ça va, il n'y a pas de double. C'est trop loin.
Il faut être plus long, hein, je pense. Non, le milieu va vite.
Ça?
An interesting one here for Switzerland. They're going to split the rings and draw one right out to the left-hand wing as Claudio Pats looks at it.
Ça va? Ça va être limite.
Oh.
Benoît,
Oh, Benoît. C'est court. 4-5.
balle devant.
4.
Balle.
Non, libre parfait.
Galine, c'est bien.
Ben.
5, 6.
Ben devant.
On y va, les gars. Fort.
Ouais.
Jusque là.
Oui,
Benoît.
oui,
Yep,
fort.
Go.
Bien.
Well, that's exactly where they wanted it.
You could hear the instructions from the skip. When to sweep, when not to sweep. And that's the end result.
It's quite clear for me from that call that Switzerland just want to make a safe deuce here in the third end. They could have chosen to go around either of the guards to hide the second stone, and then that would have really put some pressure on Russia. But it also provides some opportunity too.
And still time enough to play safe, make sure of something rather than kind of go all out. All part of the strategy. Hits and rolls.
Well, a great effort to get behind the guard. I think is just rolling slightly out into the open.
I'm sure Benoit can see most of that.
Je pense moins, ce serait quand même exagéré.
Vitesse.
Hack.
Ouais. Je vais rouler où?
There's the other bronze medal game, the women's game going on. 2-0 to Scotland. We're in the third end now.
Well, Anna Kubeshkova needs a really good stone here. Facing 4 red Scottish counters in there, and needs to play through the port to remove the stone in the button.
Real pressure shot here for the Czech Republic. Look at all those red stones.
It was a long afternoon for Anna and her Czech side. Switzerland getting off to a great start, scoring 4 in the third end. This is a must-make here already. Oh, and she has done. This is absolutely ideal.
Yep, that was a peach of a shot there from Anna. Good confidence booster as well, and a round of applause. 2-1 now to Scotland after 3.
Чуть повыше контроль. Ждем, линии больше, ребят, больше.
Back to the men's bronze medal game, and Russians looking very serious there indeed.
Давай, 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 давай. Тима, отскок.
Not rolling enough.
Non, j'ai encore aussi. Ouais, il y a de la place.
C'est bien ça, normal. Chacun bien quand même là. On a vu la big ball, chacun est bien.
Well, Benoit Schwartz has this last stone to make sure of 2 counters for Switzerland. And it should be fairly straightforward for him. There we go. 2 reds in there. And Switzerland go into the lead. After 3, Switzerland 4, Russia 2.
C'est juste ça quoi.
Ты по мне поднял. Что с первым было? Уехал еще и ставил, да?
Нет, ехал, хорошо, просто ставил, воткнул дико. Чуть-чуть. Хочешь поменьше шутки?
Не, оставь, не кидайся просто сразу на свипер.
Если что, ставь.
Первый я вообще не кидал.
Второй я имею в виду.
Ставь, если что, как прошу, ладно? На себя, если что.
Ok, 5.
4-5.
Ligne, c'est ok à vous?
4-5. Regarde. Regarde. Attends.
Ligne parfaite.
4.
Juste là. 5, hein? On lui pied. Pull it. Yep.
Wow.
Now.
Well, Switzerland with the lead choosing to go into the house.
Пятый. Супер. Лес хороший. Пятый, шестой.
I think what we've learned from the early exchanges is that there's not too much nerves out there, and there's a lot of shots being made. Both teams look pretty comfortable.
Да, где-то так. Ну это гард, Лёх, точно. Хорош. Нормально. Уже хорошо. Ну. Все, сэр, вывели.
Un peu plus haute. 2,5, juste avant le logo.
I think there's no question that Peter de Cruz is a more experienced skip than Alexei Timofev. He's extremely astute with his tactics. But
Ligne vraiment bien. Pas trop proche, hein, voilà. Pile
here's
sur le balai,
Valentin
là.
Tanner.
Sur le balai, c'est parfait.
Regarde.
87% is very, very good indeed.
Benoît devant.
Benoît,
Pas plus que là. C'est bien. Oh.
Almost nursing that one into position there.
Ok, ça passe en dessous, je pense. Ah ouais.
Great setup again here by Valentin Tanner. Put so much pressure on your opposition when your lead puts them in exactly the right spot.
Хороший вес. Баклайн.
Rajabov playing well too, the Russian lead.
Баклайн.
Just 1% behind him.
Баклайн. Слив линия. Слив, держать. Давай, держать. Во. Баклайн.
Well, if that hangs around,
And that was good work by Schwartz there. He was quick to jump on that and make sure it headed out. Or is it out?
Yeah, I think it is that one, Alison. If it had hung around in the house, then it would have been an extremely clever shot. Just chipping the guard off and rolling in. But now it's definitely advantage Switzerland here in this fourth end.
De Cruz. Good start from his point of view. The second player.
A little bit fortuitous there to keep the one in the house intact.
Tim Gajihanov, 85% for the Russian second. Had an impressive week this Russian team saw off Scotland to get to this position.
A
lot of energy expelled in the sweeping there. These players are so fit these days, Logan, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all those hours in the gym. As an absolute minimum, most of these players will be in 3 times a week. Some of them most days.
It's a very, very intense week at the Europeans. All those round robin matches, 2.5, 3 hours.
Ouais, moi je crois. Vraiment très très proche. C'est juste que ça va direct dedans, c'est sûr.
Si tu touches l'intérieur, oui. Sinon, ça passe au milieu. Le problème, c'est que même si tu la pousses, là, c'est...
Mettre trop pile là.
Ah ouais. Je donne ça?
Ouais. C'est bon. Ouais, ça va direct dessus. Ouais. Ça va direct dessus. Okay. Sinon, je peux venir derrière, mais avec le out. Mais...
Pas plus que moi, ça quand même. Оба как раз вылет, этот вылет. В центре вылет. Да, я так шаг разговаривал. Правда,
Switzerland lying 1 at the moment. No Russian counters hanging around the rings to worry about. So they're going to throw a centre guard here and try and be a bit more aggressive and maybe even open up more of a lead here in the fourth end. Well, another perfect guard.
Ну, то, что надо играть, это точно с этим.
почти в лоб, да, попасть?
Лех, нос или в перевал играем? Нос хорошо.
Well, Russia are going to run the centre guard back here. A couple of wild ones from Tim Gajihanov in the previous end. Just makes the single peel. It'll be the same shot again, this time for Switzerland.
Ok, si on peut, oui. Si on peut, oui.
Oh.
Ok, wow. Benoît devant.
Oh.
Benoît reste devant.
Un poil moins qu'avant.
Il faut que ça soit...
Oh. Oh. Une bien.
Attention, balle. Balle.
Balle.
Ouais, ouais.
Oh.
Oh, oh,
Oh.
Attention. Oh, non, non. Oh, ça va être...
Не хочешь так сыграть? А смысл отдаться останется центральным.
Well, this is what I was kind of looking at before, was just whether there might be an opportunity to wriggle that Yellowstone at the front of the house and make the peel at the same time, and that would just change everything up a little bit for Switzerland. If they could get a stone into the house and make the peel, then Switzerland may have to play a takeout instead of having to throw a guard.
That's what the skip wants. Alexei Stukalski, not quite as good percentages as his teammates, still pretty good. Let's see what he comes up with here.
Well, he's definitely the most experienced player in the team. Sure, he's guiding the rest of the guys throughout the week. Let's not forget that Alexei Stukalski threw 4th stones at the Olympics for Russia in 2014.
That wasn't quite the plan.
No, he's quite a long way off there, especially when he could have been hitting on the left-hand side there to try and spin the Yellowstone into the house.
Il a ça, il a ça, il a tout. Non mais ça, avec la jaune. Si on est là, ça va nulle part, je pense. Ah, il faut. Soit tu peux mettre une garde sur ça, mais s'il fait ça, derrière, ça fait chier. Un tiers caché. Exact. Ouais.
So draw around.
Comme ça la glace.
I'm going to try and get one a little bit closer to the button. They wait up, throwing a long guard on that short stone to cover the run back, but decided there was ways that Russia would be able to wiggle one in behind, so they don't want to be faced with that position.
Oh, non, 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 non. Oh, non, faut que ça plante. Oh, laisse, enlève, enlève. Oh, viens, laisse-la. On laisse-la.
Well, it was just drifted past the T-line. So that could be useful for Russia at some point.
Comme ça, ouais, exact. Tu ouvres à la limite de côté. Ah, je suis sûr, c'est lui. Je pense qu'il est obligé d'essayer ça.
So it'll be the same run back again for Alexei Stukalski. If he hits it in almost the same spot as he did the last time, then maybe he can make both of these reds go away. Must be close. Oh, he's been extremely unlucky there.
He has, yep. Just tiny margins.
They've just not been able to get anything going this end, Russia. They've never looked like scoring 2. So now it's just about making sure that they do score.
Moi, t'es caché là, c'est très bien. Il a tiré fort quand il a eu. Ouais, c'est 50. Ouais, c'est plus là. Ouais, ça semble bien. C'est la même glace.
Benoit Schwartz, 80% for the whole tournament. Playing the 4th stones for Switzerland.
Non, non, c'est 7. 5. Juste 5. Non, c'est 8. 5 à la 7. Oh, il faut être 5. Vraiment tout seul. Devant qui? Fais pas. Non, non, non. Laisse-le. 7. Ok, bien.
Well, just rears up in front of the T-line that time. Did seem to pass the guard by a long way, so Russia shouldn't have any problems getting to the inside of it to get one under the cover.
побольше.
Колодка.
Все равно много. Я думаю, где-то 6.
6?
7, наверное, да? Примерно 6-7.
So this is the first opportunity that Russia have had for a while.
Побольше веса, колодка. Ждем. Колодка. Ждем. Больше линии, ребят, больше линии. Поднять можно.
I should say the first opportunity they've had to do something offensive and try and score two.
Yeah, rather than reactive.
Yep.
Вес хороший.
Well, makes the takeout, but doesn't manage to find the cover. So it should be a pretty straightforward shot for Benoit Schwartz to follow that down.
No roll over to your right there. Right over at the bronze medal game for the women. The check skip. Fourth end this. Still that red counter in the middle for Scotland.
It's starting to look like a hard day for Anna Kubeshkova. Well, great shot by Benoit Schwartz, just follows it down. And now Alexei Timofeyev will need a good one, just to score one.
Повтор веса. Колодка была.
Timofeyev's second stone.
Легко, колодка. Чуть поменьше.
Just needs to make sure
Чуть поменьше.
here. Three Swiss Reds in there. And he does. Not what he really wanted, but safe enough, securing the point. Switzerland 4, Russia 3.
Well, Eve just needs to hit the 8 foot here. The Supers look reasonably comfortable with it.
Two more for Scotland. Looking in good shape in that game after 4.
Just a few short years ago, Las Vegas first emerged on the world's curling radar. Today, it's the world's curling hotbed, with 2 Continental Cups already in the attendance record books, a third one ready to rock this coming January, and the biggest one of all, the World Men's Championship, coming in 2018. For complete details, visit LasVegasCurling.rocks.
You gotta be there. Las Vegas rocks.
Много линий. Вес можно ждать, Лёх. Поднять пока можно. Он должен сейчас наесться.
Сейчас будет линия хорошая, линия хорошая будет. Тим, только не прости.
5-6, нет, хороший вес. Вес можно ждать до конца.
Тим, давай, ближе.
Давай, Тим, можешь до конца тереть. Что, Артур, зачем на 11 не ставили?
Нормально, не переваливай. Пусть ставит, как хочет.
There are the numbers thus far in this men's bronze medal game between Switzerland and Russia. Too much to choose between the two teams. You usually get a feeling about this point, Logan, in terms of who you think's in control of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Switzerland are in control, no doubt. They are the more experienced team. But Russia are hanging in there, you know. They're doing some good stuff as well. So this one has got a long way to go. I think the next score will be key. If it's a score of 2 for Switzerland, then it's going to be hard to see Russia coming back into it and getting the bronze medal. But if it was to be a force or a steal, then the game is very much alive.
Приз, хороший вес. Пока контакт есть. Приз. Нет, можно. Только вес.
And Russia not showing any signs of nerves about being at this stage in the competition. And that's nicely played. Sometimes the release is so delicate you feel it's not going to go anywhere, Logan. It's just so gentle, and yet away it goes.
Yeah, it travels so far, but generally the speed of the stone is dictated by the momentum that the players create from kicking out of the hack. If they want to throw a guard or a draw, they'll kick out really slow, and if they want to throw a big weight takeout, then they'll be very explosive and come firing out of the hack.
And then sometimes you see that the arm action as well, don't you?
So this is where they put the leg work in, so to speak. They push out with their right leg.
But it's so smooth, they don't even look as if they're pushing hard there, but clearly that is what's happening.
Yeah, and then the whole release thing is a completely separate topic of conversation. If you compare somebody like Alexei Timofev, who doesn't push the stone at all when he's sliding out, but somebody like Oscar Eriksson in the Swedish team, he gives it a lot from the elbow. So here's a look at the Tim Gajihanov delivery. Pretty textbook. Doesn't really push it at all, just gives it a twist. And
just lets it go, and that's more or less it.
Didn't find a good spot there, though.
And there you see the good oomph from the back, don't you?
So here's the peel on the guards. I think you'd like to cross the face a little bit more there to open up the centre of play. It's never good to leave centre guards when you've got the last stone. So a bit of a let off there for Russia.
Есть начало, фриз.
О, много линий.
Приз.
Больше линий. Линия супер.
Смотри, смотри. Артур, смотри.
Линия будет, линия будет.
Здесь, смотри. Артур, Артур первый. Артур, приз. Приз. Артур.
Lots of communication.
Ждем. Есть, хороший вес. Давай. Чуть-чуть. Блин, с этой камерой, да?
Слушай, celle-là. Ça part, ça, tu penses? Entière. OK.
Yeah, all these stones extremely close together here. And I don't think Switzerland particularly like the angles at the moment, so they're going to give things a good blast. Well, you might see everything go here. Oh, that is a long, long way offline to catch that guard. Very poor shot there by Peter de Cruz.
What went wrong there? Very annoyed with himself, as you can see.
Шестой!
Артур!
Смотри.
Тимур!
Пятый!
Не надо!
Уже!
Совет!
Пятый!
Цып! До конца, Цып!
Цып до конца, ребята!
На полную остановку! О!
Лицо! Цып!
Цып! Давай, еще!
Well, this guard is much more in the way than it was before. Switzerland won't be able to play a direct takeout on the stones in the house. Oh, they're not even going to hit anything. They just feathered that back one, but what is going on here? Two wild takeouts out of nowhere from Switzerland.
From two of their best players as well.
Well, to be honest, that wasn't part of the plan for Russia either, because they've now got a position where Switzerland are lying shot and they've guarded it, and it's actually quite difficult to get at it and move things around so they can lie shot. So that didn't really work for anyone, that miss.
Не нравится. Или ты хочешь бортом его попробовать сделать? Не, борт не хочу. Если делать, то каким вес? Колод. Просто, если он пойдет сюда, это толкнет. Давай привезем. Ниже.
Switzerland red, Russia yellow.
Ошибка вот сюда. Хорошо. Если что, наверх. Или сюда и везем, не понимаю. Не, Лёг, ошибка вот сюда. Что? Ошибка сюда. Хорошо.
What's the best option here, Logan?
Прям на желтый.
I think they would be quite keen to make a takeout on the yellow onto the red shot stone if they could. The ones closest to the tee line. But don't seem to be ready to go and do that, so they're just going to throw a draw on this one. So this is a bit of a set-up shot here, really. They're going to try and create a better angle to make the takeout easier. But it needs to be extremely precise, this shot, not to set an opportunity up for Switzerland.
Les deux jaunes devant là? Hein? Les deux dans le 12 pieds? Ça sort ou pas? Oui, il shoot après, je pense. Ça sort ça, tu penses? Ouais. Hein.
I think they're talking about peeling the two top yellows in the house at the moment.
C'est que lui après il arrive à taper ça en plat. Ça sort, ouais. Les deux, ça sort, ouais. On va rester devant. Ça part. On va rouler, ouais, on va rouler. Hein? Ça? Pas sûr qu'on reste. Ah non. Ça, non, je dis avec le shooter. Ah, avec le shooter. Bon, c'est assez offensif, ça. C'est assez dangereux. Je pense. Il n'y en a plus que deux, lui. Si on est parfait, là. Lui, il fait tac-tac, en plein.
Viens jouer ça, lui, les shots après. Celle-là.
Well, when the stones are so tightly packed together like this, it's extremely difficult to work out exactly the reaction that the stones are going to take.
We have to take into account so many of the stones in itself, from one to the next. Yeah, a bit of a headache there for a little caterpillar, I suppose, of stones all queued up there. Higgledy-piggledy.
Yeah, and for that reason, they're not going to play a takeout. They were looking at hitting the two yellows in the blue 12-foot circle, but it's going to have a knock-on effect on the other three stones behind, and could spill the yellow stone in the middle onto the center line, and then it could be looking straight down the barrel at a steal. So we're going to play a draw, get in there to lie two, draw around the stone just played by Alexei Stukalski.
7, 8. Juste, ça a l'air vite, ça n'a pas curlé. Wow. Juste 7, petit line. Oh, ligne parfaite. Attention, Benoît. Plutôt 6. Petit line. Attention, la ligne. Ouais. Oh. Oui, Benoît. Oh. Ça passe. Oh. Juste là.
Oh, that's pretty nice, isn't it?
There's no question that Claudio has his drawing boots on. That's another great draw. But there's always a but. Probably just a little bit too far down there, and now Russia have the chance to make the freeze on that stone. If they put one in there, then how does Switzerland get another one in? It's going to be all too compact. There's going to be no space. So if it was just a little bit further up, there would have been a better chance for Switzerland to get a multiple score here.
To you curlers watching at home, would you fancy this shot? Timofejev try and nestle it in there.
Oh, needs to get by the top one. Oh, he has.
And another really, really nice shot into the mix in this end.
Well, Peter de Cruz and his Swiss team have been rather sucked in here in this end, and they do look in a lot of trouble.
Over at the women's bronze medal game, again last stone for the Czech skip. Up against it in most of these ends. Looks like a couple of Scots red counters there. And nothing is quite working out for her.
I think it could still be a score of 1, so at least they're not falling any further behind.
4-2 after 5. Going into the break. A little chat to their coach. So look at this. Lots of headaches for everybody.
That was a terrific shot there by Alexei Timofejev. I don't know that they're lying in shot position, but they've certainly really cranked up the heat on Switzerland here. They don't want to give up a steal. I think effectively the main thing for Switzerland here is just to make sure that they score 1.
Keep looking at that counting stone, don't they? Is it theirs? I think it is. I think it is the red.
Hein? Le problème, c'est que si lui il arrive à curler assez et faire tac, tac, et la pousser là.
Yellow, Russia, red Switzerland. Oh, I'm not sure now. What do you think at home?
S'il pose son plan, il a 2 shots. Ne peut pas faire ça. Faut jouer ça.
D'accord, ok.
There's the time clocks in the background, the red one ticking down quite quickly, and they've already used up 20 minutes of the 38 in this game, so they will need to get things moving a little bit.
5. Pas frise, que 5. C'est bien. Oui, 14. Ils l'ont amené. Ils l'ont retiré. Ouais, 15. Et 75.
Oh.
Ça?
Changing his mind again?
C'est toi qui dois choisir, Pete.
Non, mais après, il a 2 jaunes au capier.
So I'm not sure what the decision is here in the end, whether they're trying to make a freeze or a guard. Sort of taking a lot of ice.
Poil serré. 6. 3. Surtout pas pousser. 5. Surtout pas pousser. Ouais, juste Claudio. Juste Claudio.
5. Une parfaite. Juste 5.
Oh, oh, oh. Attention, Claudio.
Juste
Ouais.
5, Pete.
Oui, oui, oui. Fort, fort, fort. Go, 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 go.
Well, swooping for the freeze here, no doubt. They can never get to the edge.
Enough.
But still finds a reasonably useful position. Pat in the back from Peter de Cruz. He's also pretty happy with that result.
Over to Russia. What are they going to do now?
Мне нравится. Агар тебе просто не нравится?
Мне кажется,
сюда. Может, гард просто поставить?
давай тайм-аут возьмем.
Мне кажется, попроще, нет?
А нас ближе, вы уверены?
У нас хуже.
Точно хуже?
Да.
Смотри,
Смотри, идите
лучше
сюда.
не сделаем здесь, мне кажется.
Сделаем. Там можно все красные выйти.
Нижний красный
Are they going to get things
оставить,
moving
Все
here?
уйдет.
Просто вот эта единица
In the
пойдет.
context of
Мне кажется, единицу
making a
Stones.
decision or the stones moving?
Stones moving.
Yeah, I think they'll have to.
Мне
There's
кажется, нет.
a couple of ways they could do it. They could try and raise the stone that
Я не уверен, что так идет.
Benoit Schwartz just threw, which isn't particularly easy, and there's another one where if they could ever kind of
Я вообще ничем не рискую.
raise the
Этот я не
stones in
могу
behind
выйти.
the corner guard on the right-hand side of the kind of two lines of stones, then they might be able to just spin their yellow onto the top of the one in the button and just push it up a couple of inches.
Просто между ними тогда не
Если
идет.
ничего не испортим, то можно, но мне кажется...
It's almost like a bit of a stalemate at the moment.
Мне кажется, гард, пусть он один свой возьмет. И все.
Но он может привести второй лучше.
Куда?
Ну, здесь можно на этом льду.
How appropriate then that
А если самим
curling is
толкнуть?
also
Да нет.
called chess on ice.
Тайм-аут.
So, yeah, looking for a timeout. Get some chat from the coach, see what he thinks.
Конечно, если так попадешь, это хорошо будет, но это идеально.
Почему? Да
надо
пойдет.
попасть. Как ты хочешь попасть? Это тебе сначала в этот надо попасть, да?
Да, да, да.
Но вот этот тогда не уйдет.
Думаешь?
Уверен. Чтобы он тебя вот этот пошел, ты должен очень сильно вот сюда между попадать.
Да это нам
И
не
то он
особо
откатит.
же
Если он
тем
попадет
более
сюда,
интересно.
этот уйдет в
Да.
сторону. Это не коснется
Да.
этого.
Единицу нам надо толкнуть.
А если тэп-тэп?
Можно, у тебя, если шутер сюда отойдет, то можно, мне кажется, можно много отдать. У нас задача была форс, правильно? Я за гард лег. Я тоже за гард. Пробовать, потому что, да, он может сюда привести, но мы сюда привести надо в пикап в это.
Может,
А
тэп
что,
хорошо,
как он
тэп
приведет,
тоже
если ты вот
особо...
сюда вот поставишь гард? куда
Лех,
он
а что
приведет?
тэп ты испортишь? Тоже особо ничего
Да,
не
вот отлично, вот сюда. Перевал
Слышь ты?
его сыграть.
Тэп-то что испортишь тэп?
Этот сюда встанет и двойной
дабл,
получит.
да.
Вот что, чем может плохо быть.
Ну это так, настолько широко надо кинуть.
Чем мы не надо
Смотрите,
рисковать.
смотрите, вы что хотите играть? Вы хотите стил или форс?
Я хочу на форс.
Вообще на форс договаривались.
На форс, если на форс, то можно поставить гард, чтобы не было подвоза и все.
А
И
если
это
стил?
стопроцентный форс. Если стил, это опасно. Я просто не знаю, нужен он нам или нет. Это надо играть с вот этим камнем, через эту сторону.
Перевал. Здесь
что
нужен перевал, чтобы он пошел сюда.
Все, что с этой стороны, это камни для них. Все, что с этой стороны. Все, что с той стороны, камни за нас.
Да.
Поэтому надо играть, я не знаю, либо через этот, еще вариант через гард, но это надо весом таким. Вам нужно подвинуть этот единицу. Варианта колодки нет, да, с этой стороны мы в единицу не попадем.
Через единицу?
Нет, через нашу желтую. Наш желтый не зайдет.
Если
Нет,
слабым
такого
тейком
нету,
ударить,
ты
или
что, так не пойдет.
в среднем, через 5
Ну,
пятых.
либо смотрите, если форс, то ставьте гард. Стил это риск. Но надо играть с этой стороны, с этой нельзя играть. Если,
мне, в принципе, тоже
стил,
нравится
то
через
надо играть
пятерку,
через
пикаут.
пятерку в ту сторону.
Да.
Может быть, тройка
Всё-таки,
зайдет,
брат, все
может быть, нет.
А с колодкой?
Там углы такие, знаешь, что я не знаю.
Ну что, гард будем ставить?
Да.
Не будем рисковать?
Тут, Леш, что ты хочешь, понимаешь?
Да я просто не знаю, пойдет он вот так или нет.
Если ты показываешь, как вот так вот перевал,
Well, a huge
то это,
amount
конечно,
being
пойдет сюда. А это
huge amount of
сюда.
time being spent on these last couple of stones.
Coach seemed quite strong on what he thought they should do. But are they convinced about it? They all say you've got to be sure and confident making the shot.
Гард безопасен.
Я за удар. Просто они настолько уверены, что лучше.
Ты все-таки хочешь попробовать?
Не уверен, что там.
Саутом?
Не знаю.
Просто те,
Это
даже
меня
мимо не пройдет, они его...
Мы минус 2 потом не отдадим, 3.
Vaiska still discussing.
Давай.
Is that it?
Чуть побольше.
Так они никак его не сделают тоже. Ну что делаем?
Гард.
Согласен.
Не знаю, я там...
100% наш хуже, да?
Ты согласен?
I think they're throwing a guard. After all that,
Есть хорошо здесь.
there's not going to be any granite moving other than the running stone here. So, yeah, basically what they're thinking is that maybe they're just going to make things worse than they already are. So they're going to throw a guard over to the other side and make sure that Benoit can't just draw another one down there for potentially 2.
That seems like quite a sensible decision in the end.
I don't think there is any like really clear good option that they can 100% say this is exactly what I know is going to happen to the stones, because there's so many of them in there. So it does seem like a sensible option. They would have liked it to be a little bit closer to the house, and more discussions will now take place.
Trying to predict where all the stones will go, what angles.
Si on touche ça de 1 mm, il shot. On peut essayer, mais j'ai l'impression que c'est presque impossible. Faut qu'on passe à ça. Passe au droit.
So draw to the edge of the button, perhaps.
Je sais pas, c'est possible de toucher la jaune, Ben, avec l'autre?
We're sure that's a red counter, isn't
C'est
it?
possible, je pense.
Ah, si on peut être chat, on peut toucher la jaune. Hein.
Ouais.
He's just throwing it away, actually.
You want to measure that?
So it did just kind of grind to a halt in the end, and both teams were kind of accepting of the outcome before the last two stones.
So there we go, there's the red and the yellow in the middle. They removed the other stones.
Parce que le trou, ouais, il est...
Have a close look.
Genre là, t'es dedans, quoi. Donc s'il est en avant, le trou...
That red and yellow one left.
Bon. Ça fait rouge, hein. Hein? I think it's red. If one red, or you measure? Measure.
Понятное дело, вот скажет.
Не сказал бы, что красный однозначно. Да?
I'm not sure now, actually. The measure will tell us, one way or the other.
Not true, man. Like, Jesus, guys, what the hell?
Two players smiling about it all.
Two?
We just saw the dial move down to 2, and this one goes to 3.
Red,
so it is red. A bit more pressure applied to the needle there. It's a 1 for Switzerland.
All that effort, all that thinking, all that drama, and just one as a reward for Switzerland after 5. Into the break, Switzerland 5, Russia 3.
First end of this bronze medal matchup in the men's 2016 European Curling Championships. Here's Benoit Schwartz with his final stone of the first end. Very cool customer with a cool draw down into the 8 foot. 2 on the board for Switzerland. A great start. But then in the second end here is Alexei Timofeyev hitting back with 2 of their own for Russia. Another straightforward draw, manages to steer it through, and it's a tied game after 2 ends. And then here in the third, another chance to score 2. Benoit Schwartz with the control weight takeout. 4-2 to Switzerland. And here in the fourth, an end that was going all Switzerland's way. But the power of the last stone advantage. Alexei Timofeyev with a lovely last stone to score 1 for Russia. And after 5 ends, it's Switzerland 5, Russia 3.
T'as vu la spécialité?
Come around, quoi. Ah, ils aiment bien.
Ils aiment bien. Non, mais oui, il joue vraiment bien le skip. Il faut juste faire gaffe.
Ouais, Soft-Shot, il joue bien.
Soft shot. C'est juste qu'on a la dernière, si on peut enlever. On a enlevé la carte parce qu'il a raté Pete.
Помочь надо два сейчас. Ну, один тоже надо. Да.
So 5-3, we know the score to Switzerland. Those are the percentages. And the Swiss up in everything by quite a big margin. No stolen points as yet. Draws 86 to 76% and hits 81 to 67. So some quite telling stats there. So here's how they got there. We have a gold medal game between Sweden and Norway, and the bronze between Switzerland and Russia. Norway beating the Swiss in the semis, and Sweden beating Russia in the other semi-final. Gold medal game, looking forward to that tomorrow. Lots of smiles going on in those first few ends. Players enjoying the action out here. Hope you're enjoying it too. Live coverage from the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2016 in the Braehead Arena in Renfrewshire in Scotland. There's the other bronze medal game, 4-2 there for Scotland. Scotland's women's team over the Czech Republic. This is one we're concentrating on, Switzerland against Russia. 5-3 to the Swiss going into end number 6. Alison Walker and Logan Gray bringing you live commentary on this game and updates from elsewhere too. Bronze medal at stake.
Regarde, regarde, Cognot, regarde, easy. Bien assez. Pas trop au début, pas trop au début. Bien assez.
Part 2 coming right up.
Non. C'est 7.
Well, Switzerland with a 2-shot lead here and choosing to go into the house. I think one thing's for sure here, Alison, that the pace of play is going to need to be substantially quicker than it was in that last end there.
Yeah, a lot of time was used up and all those stones in play. And usually the players like to keep that kind of stuff towards the end when it gets really tense and a lot of big decisions to make, but they have used up a lot of time.
Corner guard being used by Russia. He doesn't seem very happy at the moment, Valentin Tanner. He's just looks like pretty good setup to me. Would have probably liked them both on the centre line, but still in a pretty good spot.
Good crowd in watching the action, as you can see one or two of the other teams watching from other countries.
Now we saw them use this tactic in the second end. Good shot there by Rajabov.
Vite, ça reste vraiment droit.
C'est 2 tiers.
Inside out, ouais, ça. Non, non, outside in. Comme ça. J'aime bien ligne.
Ah, ok.
2 tiers, c'est bon?
2 tiers, ouais.
Oh ouais.
Poil plus avec le in.
Ok.
Ouais.
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 Ouais. Oui.
Oh.
Wow, wow, wow. Non, 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 non.
Great peel.
Voilà, que go, go, sors, sors, sors.
Great shot by Peter de Cruz.
Ah, c'est resté droit.
Ты это овес, помнишь? Прекрасно стал дом.
Есть. Сыпь. Линия уже. Начало дома. Линию можно. Надо вес. Линию вес.
Well, now I think the Russians' new tactic will be to play around that redstone at the top of the house. I think they know if they throw up a guard, it's going to be straightly peeled anyway. So
See it coming around a little bit now.
now they need to make it run a little bit further. That's one of the occasions where it is okay to go back at the tee line to make sure that you do get the cover you need. And with that stone being a little bit closer to the tee line than your usual guards, there's the time clocks we were mentioning earlier. Both of them are in around 16 minutes, so you would generally allow at least 3 minutes for every time. So they're okay at the moment, but they really can't afford to spend any length of time on one shot anymore.
There's a bit of a grimace there from Peter. 86% for this game.
Побольше тимки, да, посмотрим.
Gajianov, second.
Много линий. Линий больше пока. Очень
Теплю,
много линий.
ждем, ждем.
61% for the game. He's having a bit of a stinker.
Начало дома.
Давай,
Начало дома делаем.
Пустить дом и все, пустить. Не, да вообще нет.
He's missed quite a few peels, which is very unlike him.
Потащили бы в конец. Что ждать-то?
What does that one offer?
Линии вообще нет. Конец затащи, он завалит. Но начало, они не сделали конец.
Not very much, to be honest, Alison. It offers an open takeout, and that's all. So, yeah, Russia can't really get anything going, and that's entirely down to that terrific run back by Peter de Cruz, taking all of the cover away from Russia.
83% for this game for Claudio.
Well, they have left the stone around there just to tempt Russia. So Russia are going to try and draw around that one.
Alexei not having the best of games. He's 68%. Russia's most experienced player.
Quite often you'll find that as well when one player is having a particularly poor game, then the following player's stats will be a little bit lower than you would normally see, and that's usually because the difficulty of the shots has gone up to try and retrieve the situation after the previous misses.
Shots they've been left with, but that was a pretty good effort from Stukalski.
Well, it was a great draw by Stukalski. An even better run back by Claudio Pats, but he's almost made it too good. So now there's a stone for Russia to freeze on him behind that guard, which is useful for them.
Так если ты привезешь, будет все хорошо. У нас же лучше встанет.
Он все равно будет ранбэк бить. Фриз хороший привезешь, супер будет. Окей. Повтор веса тогда. Он же гард не будет ставить. Повтор веса. Да. Смотри, да, внимательно вверх.
Сам пока, туда же, сам. Линия контроль. Сила и есть. Си плюс. Только вес. Си плюс, вес есть, дать можно. Пока больше. Веса тоже пока. Линия норма. Подсаживается. Тип первый. Вес, только вес. Надо. Давай, лучше ставь.
Well, they need to make sure they're down there and into second shot position. Have they got it far enough? They have.
Oof, that was an effort.
Подсаживается. Тип первый. Вес, только вес. Надо. Давай, лучше ставим. Давай, Давай, еще. Хороший проспали.
Нормально, хорошо. Лучше, чем ты.
Well, it really was a great sweep to get it down there. Needed to touch the forefoot, and they just got it there. Still, should be a straightforward run back here. Oh, that's a huge miss there by Benoit.
Yep, just the one.
All week long we've seen the players missing on the centre line side coming off that barrier, and that was another one there. Probably over curl by at least half a stone, which is a considerable miss for a player of Benoit's talent.
Короче, нам надо сыграть с этим чуть-чуть сюда. Да. Вес. Контрол?
Да.
Так мягко отпустил, увел, да? Сразу. Все.
А я не смотрел, не знаю.
Пошел, ну тоже так, сразу пошел. Просто стой, да? Просто стой.
Ну, блин, стой там дабл будет легкий.
Чуть-чуть ровно меня, да?
А стой, куда ровно?
Вес какой хочешь.
Контрол. Может, чуть поменьше сделать, потому что все-таки кажется много.
It's a Timovev, 78% for this game. He's had some difficult shots to make.
Now this should be one of the easier ones, just a nose hit really. Just rolls away a little bit, so that's a nice shot. But with the stones being reasonably close together, then there may still be a chance for a double takeout.
Petit peu, mais pas extrême. Ok. Pas extrême. Moins que là, je pense. Allez.
Ну, больше было нечего делать. Лучше так. Нет, понятно, да, я говорю, держал силь до конца чуть-чуть. Он, видишь, в самом конце он уже шел чуть на ролл, в самом конце он свалил на лоб.
%70 for Benoit Schwartz for this game. Let's see what he can manage this time. And really nicely done. Appreciated by the Swiss support here in Braehead.
We've been treated to some great shots this week, and it's partly down to the ice conditions and also the liveliness of the stones here in the Braehead arena. Look pretty flat, but that's gone out really quite easily in the end. Super shot.
It's more like it from Switzerland's point of view. That's what we expect of Benoit Schwartz. The Russian skip has shown he's capable of good shots too all through this week. Russians getting to this stage, the furthest they have ever progressed at the Europeans. Job done, probably as best they could in the circumstances. Giving too much away. So after 6 now, 5-4.
Just a few short years ago, Las Vegas first emerged on the world's curling radar. Today, it's the world's curling hotbed, with 2 Continental Cups already in the attendance record books, a 3rd one ready to rock this coming January, and the biggest one of all, the World Men's Championship, coming in 2018. For complete details, visit LasVegasCurling.rocks.
You gotta be there. Las Vegas rocks.
Линий много.
Третий, хороший вес.
Много очень
Третий,
линий.
четвертый, можно поднять пока.
Поднять сильно будет.
Тим первый.
Тим.
Смотри, смотри.
О, вес сам, вес сам.
Есть третий.
Тим, свип. Давай,
Третий,
вали,
четвертый,
вали. Это
это будет
боковой
трёх.
сейчас встанет. Давай. Еще ближе. Это боковой будет. Давай.
Перепутай, закройте, нормально
Что не
будет.
так?
Хорош, нормально.
А?
Что не так-то?
Да много счет.
Right, over to the other bronze medal game. You can see right beside our sheet. That's the women's game between Scotland and the Czech Republic. 4-2 to Scotland in the 8th end now.
Nature 9, 10.
Yeah, nice one. They're in the 8th end, whereas our feature games in the 7th end were a full end behind the other game, and that's quite largely down to the amount of time spent in the 5th end.
Yep, lots of chat, lots of stones. And in the end, it was one for Switzerland.
So Switzerland draw one to the wing this time. We've not seen that tactic used in this game. And it's usually an indication that the team wants to try and blank the end.
Well, we haven't had that yet, have we?
Есть линия хорошая.
Every end has been different in this bronze medal game.
Смотри, Лёх. Ниже, ближе. Шестой. Давай. Тим.
I think at the very least it's an acknowledgement that the other team are going to want to push really hard in this end to make sure there's a score. So you can make the most of that by throwing one to the wing and knowing it won't be removed from play, and you can try and work it in later on to try and put a multiple score on the board. That would also be a good result for Switzerland.
Il y a un poil serré.
4-5.
5.
Ligne, c'est bon.
Ligne, c'est bien.
Garde, plus vitesse.
C'est pas là.
4 nature.
Ligne, c'est bon. 5.
6.
Pile sur le balai.
5.
C'est bon.
Ah non, 4 plus là. 5.
Il est là.
Well, he's having a great game, Valentin Tanner. It's another one in the perfect spot.
Можешь вообще колодкой.
Бэк.
Бэк,
Нам
плюс.
оттолкнуть надо, и на скане сохранить.
And the good thing about the stone positioning there from Valentin Tanner is that it's not right down there on the button and giving Russia the chance to make the freeze right in close to the button. It's high in the house, so that if they did make the freeze, then there's still plenty of room to get another one in later.
Бэклайн, возможно, колодка.
Очень много линий.
Нет, вообще не пробавляй ее.
Нет.
Бэк плюс.
Бэк.
Нет, в лоб будем.
Внимание.
Нет, никаких вниманий.
Some interested spectators. There they go, Team Norway. Thomas Olsrud on your right and Torgen Ergaard on your left. They're pinching somebody else's sweeties. In the final, of course, against Sweden tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we're in for a treat on that one. The old foes going toe-to-toe once again.
Посмотри сам.
We've got a few stones in play here. There's a nice tap back played by Russia.
75.
Это бэклайн, да, приехал бы?
Слушай, да. Может быть, вылет.
Ага.
Вылет, ты что, бэкслин все.
Не добавлял.
Линия надо. И вес тоже надо, Лех.
Линия очень надо.
И вес очень надо. Это гард.
На желтый фриз!
Воу, воу, воу.
Это гард.
О,
Может быть,
оставь
начало
гард.
дома со свитом.
Оставь гард.
Шестой.
Well, it's not ideal, really. Did manage to get a guard on, but they've made an easy double peel now. So can kind of run this one round the horn and back out the way.
You checking the time there? Is that what that look was?
They'll definitely be aware of it. I don't think there's any panic quite at this point.
2 tiers, t'as dit?
Non, non, un tiers.
1 tiers. Ah, ok.
Il faut prendre assez fin. Hein. Attention. Ouais.
Ouais, non. Rien du tout.
C'est bon.
Balle, la roule.
Ça roule, balle.
Roule, fort.
Trying to spin it out the way.
C'est tellement droit.
It's a bit better.
Ça retombe. Inside out, ça va tellement droit, ça deuxième.
Ouais, ça
Ça retombe presque.
Ça tombe peu, ouais.
Широко.
Сам пока.
Широко.
Well, it's quite hard work at the moment for Russia. They don't have any centre guards.
Сам пока.
One poorly placed one is punished there by Peter de Cruz. So needing to play higher difficulty shots in and around the house. They need very precise stone positioning. And that's not the spot they're looking for there. That's another easy takeout for Russia, for Switzerland even.
Bon, ça curle un peu, hein.
Pas énormément, comme d'hab.
Parfait la glace, c'est qu'il y a un peu.
Ouais, oui.
Nicely done. So 2 misplaced stones in a row, and Russia are taken to the cleaners for it. Here's another look, does well to just steer that across that back red as well.
Yeah, misses that one. Good play from Switzerland. Russia try again.
Есть слабый.
I'm not too sure about this call here.
What's left for them though now in this end, really?
I think they're hitting a stone the stone that's probably the most useful position for them. They need to try and generate something here. I think it's almost too late in the end to do the damage limitation thing.
Lui, il fait ça. Ah, je pensais clearing.
Il aura un double, hein. Non, il faut rester, Pete.
Ah, mais s'il fait ce double-là, nous on vient là, on peut mettre 2 facile, non?
Ouais, mais c'est pareil si on roule loin alors.
Si on tape et qu'on reste là devant, c'est le pire endroit. C'est la seule façon qu'il a en force.
Oh, I can't see how they can leave that yellow in the front of the house there. That's a stone that's really a danger to them. So
Why wouldn't you just remove it?
well, I think that maybe is what they've arrived at. So they're just going to try and hit and roll over to the other side of the centre line. I think they're worried about a double takeout at the back of the house, but
Whoa, non.
They just need to make sure that they have a chance to score here. They don't want to give a steal and get the Russians' tails up. Slightly overthrown.
He's eyeing those two, isn't he?
Четко. На чуть шире лба. Ошибка в ролл просто. Поменьше.
Alexei Timofev.
I think he'd be happy to be in this position now after that half shot there by Switzerland. But really what's happening is that the outcome of the end is starting to move in Switzerland's favour. Seems unlikely that Switzerland will be forced to just score one here. A blank is going to look like a real possibility if Timofev makes this one.
Let's see if he can make it. How's it looking? Oh, just the one. Just the one.
Well, with a good draw here from Benoit Schwartz, then Russia could be in a world of pain.
Ça va pas trop finir là, mais. Moi, je trouve que c'est pas la même chose. Pour un drôle, ça va quand même curler un peu, ouais.
Well, this time, rather than going to the outside, Switzerland are going around the corner guard. I think it's difficult to find a spot on the left-hand side of the house where there's not a double takeout available, so or leave a freeze around the guard either. So they're trying to choke off that draw too.
Ligne, c'est bien. Ouais, oui. Ligne, oui. Ouais. Fort, 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 fort. Oui, lève la tête, lève la tête. Wow, devant tir. Ouais. Non, non, non.
Looking pretty good. It's a nice draw there by Benoit Schwartz. I think it's going to have to be a freeze here.
There's a little bit of confetti just falling down towards the ice. I'm sure somebody will catch it and make sure it doesn't impact. Down to an event that was here before these championships, and a little bit of confetti in the ceiling. Not quite ready to celebrate yet, either team.
Можно тупануть немного, кстати.
Бок нельзя.
Да, чуть меньше
You can see
поставь.
the confetti there in the middle on the blue carpet.
Приз. Почему в лоб нельзя? В лоб можно, я не знаю, почему он говорит нельзя. В лоб как раз хорошо.
Oh, this is a real key shot for Alexei Timofev. It's going to be difficult for him to freeze and lie in shot position, but that'll be the goal.
Let's quickly have a look at the Scotland game against the Czech Republic. 4-2 8th end there. Timofev throws his stone.
Well, Scotland lying a couple against here. Needs a good shot. I think they nominated a tap-up on the red at the top of the house, which sounded a bit strange, but oh, just straightens up off the guard. How fortuitous is that?
Sigh of relief, I think, on Team Scotland. Well done to them. After 8, it's Scotland 5, Czech Republic 2 now, as they head to the 9th end with that 3-point margin. There's 1 point in it here, but this could be a very crucial end in terms of the outcome of the game. Last stone for Switzerland here.
Ligne, ça curle beaucoup, ouais. Ligne, c'est bon.
Yeah, it was a good shot there by Timofev, but didn't manage to get into shot position. Oh, and is this a bit keen? No, it's going to be absolutely fine.
So Switzerland extend their lead in this bronze medal game. And we're running out of ends. After 7, Switzerland 7, Russia 4.
Deux dans la maison?
Garde.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Clean, c'est bon. Si on peut manger le bouton, c'est parfait.
On doit rien faire, Kenny.
Juste là.
Tu veux 4 pieds?
Ouais. Mange le bouton. Yep, yep, yep. Go, 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 go.
Ouais.
Allez.
Линия уже. Пятый. Пятый.
Welcome back to our live coverage of the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2016. We're at the Braehead Arena in Renfrewshire in Scotland. Alison Walker and Logan Gray bringing you live commentary on this bronze medal game, men's game between Switzerland and Russia, and keeping an eye on the women's bronze medal game just on the next sheet as well. Giving you updates all the way through these important medal games. There's the numbers in our feature game, all adding up to 7-4 to Switzerland, the more experienced team in this final last year.
Yeah, and I think they've been well worth their lead too. It's been very much the Russians just trying to hold on to the Swiss team's coattails throughout the game.
It's usually the Swiss women's team that's making the headlines, but they didn't have the best of weeks. It's the men that have been flying the flag for Switzerland this week.
You may have noticed as well a couple of other games out there in the Braehead Arena. There's the World Challenge qualification games that are going on just now, the best of 3 between the winner of the B group and the 8th place finishers in the A group. So Austria against the Netherlands in the men's event, and then Hungary against Italy in the women's event. Just in case you thought it was the local club league that was out there.
Yeah, important games in terms of progression to the top flight. And there is a C division in curling now. So many countries wanting to get involved in the game around the world and in Europe. Specifically here.
Now Russia have got a long road to recovery ahead of them if they want to get the bronze medal. Trailing by 3, and they're going to have to need to really take a lot of risk and play some hard shots if they want to have any chance here. Tim Gaggiano just over curling on the draw there. He's just not been at his usual level this evening.
Tête arrive à prendre très fin et passer dessous.
Moi j'aime bien. Ah, ouais.
Faut que ça se cale un peu plus. Il reste
Si on fait ça, je pense que ça l'aide un peu. Hein.
Qu'une. C'est juste que lui, après, ses paires, elles vont être vraiment écartées, tu vois. S'il vient derrière la corner, on enlève la corner après.
Well, we've seen some great takeouts today already from Peter de Cruz. Just going to start trying to tidy this up now and just makes a single peel here.
And there's the comparison between the 2 seconds, and what a marked difference that is in terms of the hits and the overall percentages, certainly.
Well, it's a good draw, gets him behind the guard, but it's a very long guard. Switzerland are going to peel it anyway. Claudio Pats.
And Switzerland's 7-4 up, and this is the 8th end. They don't really have to take too many risks now, do they, Logan?
No, certainly not. They just want to make sure that any yellow stones that go into the house come straight back out again. That's going to be the game plan. They've earned their lead, and they certainly don't want to give it back in some sort of a cheap fashion. No, it's a clever shot there by the Russians. Just nose hits and leaves their yellow stone line directly in front of the red. Just for some extra insurance. So now quite an interesting opportunity here for Russia. There's no guards out front, but they do have one already frozen in the house, and they have another stone over here on behind the tee line that if this shot is made, then perhaps looks like quite a nice chance for a 2 for Russia. Well, a good attempt, just pound too much weight.
Ok, d'accord. 2 tiers. Ouais. C'est bien ça à nouveau.
J'aime bien si tu les prends tous.
Ouais, exact. Ouais. 2 tiers, ça touche.
Ça curle un peu. Hein.
Ouais.
2 tiers, c'est bien.
Ouais. Ouais.
We're just trying to peel this one out. Well, hits on the nose, but does enough to get it out. So I missed down a similar line a couple of ends ago from Benoit, so good correction there.
And the 2 fourths there, very similar in terms of their performances in this game. And Russia just needs something just to happen for them, just to hang on in here. Switzerland very much in control now. And this man has shown he can pull things off when least expected, so we'll see.
Well, he's played a few good ones, hasn't he, just to keep Russia in this. So, a bit of a mistake there. Switzerland with a couple of options here. They could throw another one into the 8-foot circle to lie 2, and that would force Russia to score 1. Or they could just blast this yellow out of there. And looks like that's what they're going to go for.
And this is the man that's going to do it for Switzerland, Benoit Schwartz.
Yep. Yes.
Well, he looks pretty happy with it. He's walking after it, so.
No bother at all.
So it looks like Russia are just going to blank here in the 8th. Running out of ends.
Last stone of the 8th. I expect both of these to disappear. So it's as was. And Russia hope to try and build something in end number 9. 7-4.
Just a few short years ago, Las Vegas first emerged on the world's curling radar. Today, it's the world's curling hotbed, with 2 Continental Cups already in the attendance record books, a 3rd one ready to rock this coming January, and the biggest one of all, the World Men's Championship, coming in 2018. For complete details, visit LasVegasCurling.rocks.
You gotta be there. Las Vegas rocks.
Ok, sur le bouton.
Et plutôt 5-6.
Sur le bouton, regarde, ça cale pas. Wow.
Un peu là.
Easy. Easy. Oh. C'est pas plus. Bien. Allez.
So into end number 9 now. After the 8th end was blank, 7-4 to Switzerland over Russia. And this outside sheet. Bronze medal games going on this evening, men and women. And Russia really need a good score here to hang on in this game. In this bronze medal game, Scotland, Czech Republic, 9th end. As you can see, 5-2 to Scotland. And Kubishkova from the Czech Republic. Here she is. Had a bit of a torrid time in this game.
He's got a chance here though. Make the double, score 2. You're only one behind. Actually touched it on the way by.
Nothing is working out for them in this bronze medal game. Disappointing. Steal for Scotland. 6-2 now. Back in the men's bronze medal game, Peter de Cruz keeping his team on track.
Well, a slight mistake here. Tried to peel the guard and
yeah,
just hung another one around. So a couple of stones for Russia to use for cover.
And they do need some Swiss errors perhaps to get back into this. But then they have to take advantage of them.
Только вес. Слип линия. Линия слип. Вес тоже надо. Линия надо. Все, линия супер. Поглубже, 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 поглубже. Давай, 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 давай. Сюда еще вести. Не-не-не, он супер по линии.
This is coming around quite nicely.
Yeah, good shot and room for more as well. So a good stone, and Switzerland are now going to just peel the guard. Well, that was done much better this time. Still another guard there, though. If Switzerland were feeling a little bit braver, maybe they could have gone for the double peel there, but safety first. They wanted to open up the shot stone.
Без фриз, контакт. Контакт.
Леха!
Как будто яйца прежде. Стой, стой.
Съезжай,
Хорош. Кэса. Окей. Ой.
Moins vite.
Oh no.
Yeah, so Russia not really finding the cover here, so it could be a chance for a double takeout here.
Okay.
Claudio Pats to play. I think that it would be a little bit too risky to go for it at a big weight here, so maybe trying to make it with a more controlled speed. Well, just gets one and pushes the other back. So a chance here for Russia to put a better one around the guard.
They need to be so accurate here if they're going to put the pressure on Switzerland.
Линия супер. Линия супер. Слип линия. 8 до. 8 до. 8 до. 6 до. Сам. Без нельзя.
Делаем пока что-то садится. Хорош, Леха. Хорош.
No, I think that one's a bit more hidden than the previous one, so a good shot there. I've been really quite impressed with Russia this week. I think for an inexperienced team at this level, they've acquitted themselves extremely well. They've shown a lot of really astute strategy throughout as well. Still some slight things that can be developed, but maybe it's a bright future for Russian men's curling.
And this year really has been a bit of a breakthrough with a A new team, a new skip.
Что, нравится так?
And certainly have shown that they can compete at this level.
Да, хорошо.
Даже с той стороны открытый. Ну да.
Колодка, супер вес. Цвик. Чуть-чуть поменьше. Поднять, поднять, поднять.
Well, I think we'll see Russia try and hit and roll underneath their own Yellowstone here.
Цвик, давай, 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 давай.
That would maybe give them a chance to score 3. Doesn't really go anywhere. So still wide open for takeouts.
Normal sur une petite moitié? Sur une moitié? Ouais. Normal? En plein, ça va, ça c'est bien. Oui, bien sûr, oui. Ben, si on est en plein, c'est impossible pour lui de rouler derrière. Alors en plein. Plein, j'aime bien. Ok. Juste normal. Normal, hein? Ça regarde un peu là. Ah ouais.
C'est court. C'est court.
Ouais.
Benoit Schwartz for Switzerland.
Oui, ouais, oui. Ouais. C'est court.
Roule après.
Ok.
Hits and rolls into the centre. And Russia have their eye on those two. Let's quickly pop over and see what's happening on the sheet beside this. The other bronze medal game for the women between Scotland and Czech Republic. 10th end. And that is enough for the Scots to secure the bronze medal. Czech Republic up against it for the last few ends. Great for them to get to that position, but Scotland claim the bronze medal. They had hoped for better than that, but they will be delighted they have secured that. Good win, 6-2. Czech Republic finishing 4th, which is an impressive achievement in its own right. Scots fans delighted they could see their team win bronze. And Switzerland 7-4, looking good. But not over yet in this one. Well played, Scotland. And smiles all round after the morning's disappointment against Russia.
Ouais, plus.
Ouais.
Fort, 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 fort.
Ouais.
Fort,
Tout
fort,
normal.
fort, 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 fort.
Yep, yep, yep.
Fort, fort.
Well, Russia have worked an extremely good end to earn the chance to score 2 here. It was really the minimum requirement here in the 9th end. They've done it well. Excellent use of the corner guards.
Борт? Ну, такой, да. Борт плюс времени хорошо, но 5 минут.
So if Alexei Timofev can make this shot, then it'll be just a one-shot game coming home.
Last one of the 9th. Can Russia secure 2 here? Keep them in this game. Yes, they can.
Напугал, Алексей, напугал. Напугал.
So 2 for Russia. Still in with a shout.
Все хорошо. Все, воровская жилка. Все, играем. Что там?
Welcome back to our live coverage of the Le Gruyère European Curling Championships 2016. This is the bronze medal game between Switzerland and Russia, and Switzerland leading going into this 10th end just by one shot. Alison Walker and Logan Gray guiding you through this whole game. Hope you're enjoying the action from wherever you are watching around Europe or indeed around the world. Great to have you with us.
Well, it's our first look at the tick shot that we've seen in this game. So this is going back to the free guard zone rule that I was talking about earlier. The lead stones can't be removed from the area out in front of the house. They can't be removed from play, and if they are, then need to be replaced. But you can still move them around, and that's where the tick shot comes in. Just a kind of soft weight to push the stones to the side and not impede the path into the centre of the house.
Yeah, basically just get them out of the way a bit. It can be a very effective shot, very useful at certain stages in the games.
Yeah, when your lead's making them, the blood pressure definitely goes down a little bit when you're the skip and you're thinking about how hard your final shot's going to be. Just gives you that extra piece of tolerance.
So different tactics from the two teams here. Switzerland with that one-shot lead, and they have the hammer. Sweeping that as far out of the way as they can.
Yeah, two good ones. The second one not quite as good as the first one, but there's a good wide path into the house.
Шестой. Легко. Садиться.
Давай, давай, линию.
Линия чуть перевал будет.
Пятый.
Пятый. О, перевал чуть.
Ниже, ниже, ниже делай.
Давай, еще можно.
So another guard. Russia at the moment just trying to create as much junk out front of the house as possible. They don't really have a huge amount to work with at the moment. I mean, they could draw one into the house, but for them to get it hidden behind a guard, then it would only be in the 8-foot circle. And not really enough to think that you'd be able to win the game, that you would get a miss from Switzerland.
And there's one yellow removed.
Наоборот, так что-нибудь отскочит куда-нибудь.
Ну ладно, на твоих трех попробуй.
Пятый. Пятый гард. Пятый со слипом. Кажется, есть шестой, внимательно.
Смотри, едет.
Пятый, шестой.
So another guard.
Шестой. О, поднять вообще. Шестой.
Хорош.
Лёг.
So it's a repetitive process, just peeling guards, and then the guards go back up and then they're peeled again, but
Making the shots quite quickly at the moment as well. Not too much thinking time.
Снимаем. Хороший вес, корпус. Начало. Вес надо.
Тим первый. Тим
Надо,
первый.
надо. Я первый.
Тим первый.
Смотри, вес. Начало.
Давай.
Сыграй до конца, мужики. Начало.
О, оставь начало.
Вес надо.
Начало.
Быстрее, тащи его дальше. Давай, дальше.
Давай.
мужики.
О. Начало. Хорош.
Все, супер.
Non. Enlève. Ouais. Pied, passe à côté.
Oh dear, that was unexpected.
Prends ton temps, Claudio.
Bit of an errant takeout there by Claudio Pats.
And he's had such a good game.
He has, he's been very strong this evening. So a chance for Russia to put another one around the guard.
Линия супер.
Чуть-чуть такой же вес. Такой же вес. Очень.
Just shows what can still happen at this level. Tail end of the game when things are getting tense and you're nearly at the finishing line.
Тим, пошел. Давай. Еще. Давай.
It's not a good draw. Still not that threatening a position to Switzerland, but just keeps us interested.
Ça va rester tout droit aussi, hein.
I think they can see a piece, so maybe they can get them both going here. Claudio Pats with the opportunity to clear up his own mess. Oh, they actually hit it too thick.
Гард центральный.
Сюда?
Мне кажется, да.
Он будет бить.
А потом что будем делать?
А потом за него вести?
Он снимет гард,
Он так будет снимать.
сделаем стей. Можем стей сделать.
And here is the Czech Republic women's team. What a week they've had, getting to that bronze medal game. Fantastic performance. Looking very disappointed at the moment, having lost out on the bronze medal. And I'm sure when they reflect how far they've come, they'll be delighted.
Сейчас? Нет, вообще линия есть там?
Yeah, absolutely.
They've
They're,
been good to watch this week, haven't they, Logan?
yeah, they really have. They've made a huge amount of shots, and I'm sure they've learned a huge amount as they went along as well. A new experience as well for Czech women's curling, making it to the playoffs for the first time this week.
Хорошо.
Hopefully that will do something for boosting the sport in their country, and they see how well the women's team has done.
Лёх, какой хочешь? 25-й, может, привезем?
Да,
Чтобы он
25.
дабл не попал.
Ну да, 25. Ну, хотя 26 тоже не
Ну да. Главная линия.
будет. Хорошо катит, да?
What about the bronze medal for the men? What's going to happen here? 7-6 to Switzerland.
Сам, шестой,
This is
пятый.
the 10th end.
Шестой. Нельзя вес пока. Все, тогда не трогаем, ребят. Тогда пятый. Подсаживается, Лёх, можно уже?
Switzerland with the hammer.
Идеальную линию сделайте. Вот я?
Running out of stones now.
Я? Воу, нет, все, Тим, оставь так.
Well, centre guard goes up, and Switzerland will want to peel that. They'll attempt to try and peel it onto the stone on the wing, try and get rid of that one as a bonus. So good thinking here by Russia. They'll be able to go in and lie two after this one, assuming that the double peel isn't made.
Oh, attention. Ouais, oh, non. Rien. Oh.
Ouais.
Non.
Well, you get Gets one. Has he got the second? Not quite.
Good effort from Benoit Schwartz.
Well, it just makes it a little bit more interesting with that stone hanging around in the wing. Here's another look at it.
Oh, he wasn't far away at all, was he?
With that stone being on the wing now, Russia can play the takeout to lie two, and Switzerland will have to play a nose hit takeout and stick around. If that stone in the wing wasn't there, then it would just be an open hit. So it does have some value to Russia, that stone staying in the house.
Поднять! Свип, свип, свип! Тимацков!
Зачем поднимать?
Нормально.
Well, it should be a straightforward shot here for Benoit Schwartz.
Yeah, Russia have done all they can. Taken this end right to the wire. Push Switzerland all the way. Last stone of the 10th.
Normal. Oh, oh, non, je le dis non. Rien. Oh, enlève. Attention.
Attention.
Ouais, je le dis ouais.
Ouais,
Ouais,
oui, ouais, oui.
All by the communication, I would say this is made.
Go, 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 go. Okay.
And there it is. And it's congratulations to Switzerland. And a well-executed game from their point of view. Swiss fans delighted they have secured the bronze medal. And Russia in fourth, horrible position often to finish. They took it all the way to the Swiss. Bronze medal and a win for Switzerland in this 2016 European Championship. And Logan, they played a good game, well-executed game, but Russia, what a performance by them throughout the whole week.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been terrific, and they'll be able to take a huge amount of experience to future championships. Well done, Alexei. And for Switzerland, great to see them bounce back after a tough semi-final to get the bronze medal. Sixth end. Russia lying two. Here's Benoit Schwartz. Last stone. What a double takeout that is. Pushes it out the side door and forces Russia only to score one. The game would be 5-4. And then here in the seventh end, Benoit Schwartz with a draw to the forefoot to open the game up, to take a three-shot lead. And it was never anywhere else. Down onto the tee line, two for Switzerland. And then in the ninth end, Russia hitting back. The eighth end was blanked, trailing by three. And a very nicely worked deuce in the end. It would be a one-shot game coming home. And here in 10, facing a couple with the last stone, so had to keep the shooter. And of course, it came down onto the nose. Switzerland, bronze medalists. Final score, Switzerland 8, Russia 6. And this is the men's final stages. Switzerland confirmed as the bronze medalists. Sweden and Norway will go for gold tomorrow afternoon. And this is the win-loss records for the teams. Sweden top of the pops, 9-1, only losing out to Scotland this week. Russia finishing in 4th. Austria in the World Championship playoffs finishing in 8th position, and Finland and Denmark going down to the B group.
Congratulations, Peter. How does it feel to win the bronze medal?
Thank you very much. It feels good. We've had a rough week. We had a pretty good start, and we had a few rough teams at the end of the round robin. We had a sick player, so we kind of had to grind at the end there. But overall, happy that we were able to come out with a medal.
And I guess you expected Russia to push you all the way. They've had a great week too.
Absolutely, they've played unbelievable. I think nobody was expecting them, and they've definitely showed that they belong here. And even if we were up, we were expecting them to give it everything till the end. That's what happened. So really happy in the end, yeah.
Taking everything into consideration, the whole week and everything that's gone on, I know you wanted more than bronze, but satisfaction level for this compared to previous medals?
Well, obviously we're a little disappointed. I think we had a little higher expectations with last year's results, but overall I think we'll be happy in a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There you go, the thoughts of the winning skip Peter de Cruz. Switzerland bronze medalists here at the Braehead Arena. So for myself, Logan Gray and Alison Walker, thanks for watching, and join us for more tomorrow when we go for gold.